Good morning, everyone. Hopefully, everyone's having a good weekend. I pretty much am. But the interesting thing is that we see Xbox backpedaling again with this Halo statement. Oh yeah, we're gonna expose Xbox fanboys too, because we just need to talk about how slow they are. Is this anything new though? Being brainwashed, being lied to. Microsoft backpedaling again. As I said, remember what I said about this? Light switching back and forth because it doesn't work, and then doing it when it does, or trying to push something and then you're just light switching back and forth. Well, it seems like the Halo team wants to backpedal now and damage control. They said that this is what they said: we incorrectly stated that PlayStation Plus is required for local co-op split screen play. Funny thing is, Sony never said anything. This only came from the Halo team. But you had dumb Xbox fanboys, yes, like GameStop and them. You see what I mean? This isn't nothing new, right? Same type of people that always try to damage control and defend liars, deceivers. And all the Xbox fanboys that are coming on my channel, and all the morons on Twitter that were saying that this is Sony's fault. Like, why would Sony ever put a paywall on PlayStation Plus for local co-op play for a game that they didn't announce it for? That means that it would be something that would exist everywhere else on PlayStation. And many people were saying this yesterday. They would do anything to damage control how brain dead the Xbox world is. I have to say it, and I hate to say it because it's true. More than anything, it's so pathetic. It's just completely embarrassing. You're talking to a base that's been brainwashed for like 12, 13 years in a row consistently. You have to say it. I mean, because it's very true. So we incorrectly stated, no, that PlayStation Plus, because this is going to be funny, is required for local co-op split screen play, right? Local split screen co-op requires a PlayStation account for each player, but does not require a PlayStation Plus account. So now it's going to be just like it was on Steam and just like it was on Xbox. You see what I mean about this company? Because you already were hurting your publishing. You did the same thing for Outer Worlds 2. Oh, you know what? We're going to put the price down to 70. Because you know what? Yeah, we're just going to reverse. We're going to reverse the price of Game Pass. It's not going to work. That's why. You don't want to kill your publishing. Yeah, wise move. I have to say, at least you came out and did it that way. So the best way to cover it is to lie to you in a different way by saying we incorrectly stated. You're admitting you made a mistake, at least. You're just not admitting it fully, because I don't believe that you incorrectly stated that. I think that you tried to tell Sony to put that as a ultimatum and that y'all will both get a cut. Just like you removed Halo from PlayStation State of Play and pissed off Sony. And you removed Gears too. These decisions that they're doing over there in the Xbox world, like I said, are absolutely embarrassing. This is when you realize, how did this company have so much money but no brains when it comes to gaming? And you've been in the gaming industry since at least 2000, what, 3 or something, or 4, or wherever the hell you came in around that time when The Rock showed on stage with that huge controller. Like, it just gives you the idea that how can you be around that long, watch that long, because you're in the PC world too, and still make these type of mistakes? Yeah, it makes you wonder, huh? So let's go down here, because this is where it started right here. And the ninja you love to hate says, you sure? Manabyte said otherwise. Yeah, this is a guy that was damage controlling for Microsoft yesterday and made a ridiculously, you can't even read this, emotionally long slurping, getting Microsoft's balls in his mouth post to make it seem like PlayStation was at fault, right? The reason Microsoft accounts are required comes down to how cross progression works. PlayStation and Xbox have separate back-end databases. They don't talk to each other. Sony's servers only track your PSN ID and trophies, while Microsoft servers handle your gamer tag and achievements. If you want the campaign progress to carry over seamlessly between a PS5, Xbox, and PC, the game needs a universal anchor to tie that data to. That's what the Microsoft account does. It acts as a master profile that stores your exact checklist or completed missions and mid-mission checkpoints. Oh yeah, you need that to play a single player game online. Like, you need cross progression, you know what I mean? And it's all terrible that Sony required you to log in on Steam, though they ended up canceling that. So people don't seem to understand what's going on with the Halo campaign evolved split screen co-op situation and are posting hot takes that are completely wrong. This is what's really going on, but I'm sure people will ignore it and just reply with more console warring nonsense. Halo Studios just put out their fact, and if you want to play local couch screen co-op on a PS5, both players are required to have an active PlayStation Plus subscription alongside a linked Microsoft account. On Xbox, local split screen requires absolutely 0 paid subscriptions. You just need a second free Microsoft account, and you're good to go. At the end of the day, it's not Microsoft forcing a paywall on their own game. It's Sony enforcing their own strict data policies because they want a financial gain on anything interacting with a direct competitor's network. Boy, how wrong was that guy? We don't have to go through the whole thing, but if you guys want to go read it, you can. And he looks like a fool right now, saying that Sony did that. Why would Sony do that? First of all, you need Sony. Sony doesn't need you. You're the one that has failed in every other category in the industry. Sony will welcome that, put more games, because they do that with third party all the time. But you're trying to make it seem like Sony needs to monetize to survive, when really your brand died a long time ago, and you're using money from another part where it failed to make it seem like it's still alive, to cover all that. And you want to spend 100+ billion. Just be quiet, please. That's what I'm saying. The Xbox fanboys are the dumbest people I've ever seen in my entire life in the entertainment industry. It's so stupid. It doesn't make any sense. That lie. Too late now. I canceled my $200+ physical collector's edition for PlayStation 5. I will now comb through any Xbox game that comes over to see what it requires first. Look at this guy. F PlayStation, make them pay for 2 accounts to play single player. Or better yet, don't give them Halo at all. You are a moron. You literally just got your answer. You see what I mean? And 177 come and like it. Why are they so dumb? Like I said, this is the most dumbest base ever in the history of gaming. It's almost like you should have never existed because you're like a cancer on the gaming industry. Your ignorance and your stupidity and your low IQ behavior. And this is just another idea of how many dumb sheep and horde there are in this world. This has 101 replies. He's a cuck. You're a moron. Incorrectly stated. What the hell does this have to do with Sony? Yeah, man, I tell you, man. Incorrectly stated. Right, here comes some intelligent reply. 3,000 likes. Because how was that incorrectly stated? Oh, no, man. No. Yeah, you know. So still has double online DRM for offline modes, just not paid. You do see the problem in that, right? And I guess Sony's doing that for Halo, right? Because Sony controls Halo. Sony's telling you need a Microsoft account to play Halo on another platform. It's all okay if Microsoft asks you for an account to play a single player game, campaign game. That's all okay, right? You need another account. It's all okay, right? But it's terrible when Sony asks you to sign in the PlayStation Network to play Helldivers on Steam, an online game. Such frauds, man. And fakest base 2 in the world, I'm telling you. It's all right. We're all a little retarded sometimes. That's actually pretty funny. But you guys, you see the problem here with these Xbox fanboys? Their low IQ behavior is sickening. Yeah, please just stop posting. Just do yourself a favor. But yeah, double online DRM. Oh, bro, are you surprised though? Getting back to that? You don't remember the DRM lockdown that was coming with the Xbox One in 2013? And saying you couldn't even share your physical, that they were going to cancel that? As you keep going, like AGN was saying, you start to realize something here. It's not just Microsoft, it's also their dumbass base. Let's keep going down. Look at this incredible alien technology 28 years ago. No need for 4 accounts. Hey, man, Nintendo 64 was goated, man. When you played GoldenEye, I was playing the 64 online pack the other day because they added Donkey Kong 64. I've been playing it. I've been loving it. And then you had Perfect Dark. 64 was goated. Conker's Bad Fur Day. Remember that? Super Smash Brothers, Mario Kart. Man, it had so many amazing multiplayer games. And it was just so fun. Consistently. And the best single player games. Highest rated of all time. Ocarina of Time. The fact you took over 12 hours to correct a simple mistake that had the entire community riled up tells me this wasn't a mistake, but damage control. Of course. And why does why does couch split screen co-op require 2 accounts? It should never. Why do you need another account to do that? Because they're trying to generate more numbers for Xbox. So you can say this many players are playing this. They want to artificially make up another account. You got to make another account. Here it goes. Now this is how many players. I'm telling you, this is how this stuff works. This is desperation here. Split screen co-op should never need internet. It doesn't, because the internet means online. I'm online. Right? Yeah, man. Yeah. There's no way around this. This is still terrible in certain ways. It is incorrect because it was actually incorrect, or is it incorrect because of the backlash? Hey, I like that post. I like that. Just because that's absolutely nice reverse psychology there, brother. Let's read that again. Is it incorrect because it was actually incorrect, or is it incorrect because of the backlash? That is a great post, and I absolutely love it here. So yeah, I want you guys to let me know what you think. Like I said, become a member, leave a tip down below, like, comment, and subscribe. Support a channel that knows what it's talking about, right? Yeah, go ahead and do that. Jordan says, any other corrections you want to make while you're making corrections? Multiplayer. So that you could sell millions more copies and keep your game alive, and say that you have more playtime in the Xbox world and more people are making accounts because of that. Yeah, why does it have multiplayer? You know what I mean? You just corrected one mistake. Go ahead and correct that next one. So we can hear those pistol shots going again for a while. Yeah, because that was the gun. Or a plasma, boom, boom, headshot, real quick, Any other corrections you want to make while making other corrections? Yeah, like I said, multiplayer. Why the F is the game on PlayStation to begin with? Give me some powder. You ready? We're going to slap the stars into him. This is your own Q&A, your own words, not a mistake, not an error. Just greed that you're too cowardly to admit was greedy. So who had to reverse this decision? Sony didn't come out. The Halo team did. So who did it? Who tried to get a cut and monetize? Ooh, man. And sit down, Xbox fanboys. You're slow. Everybody knows that. Too cowardly to admit was greedy. It took 12 hours for you to discover this error. Don't lie. It is just obvious and easy to see that it is a lie. The text is right here. PlayStation 5, if you're playing split screen or on PlayStation 5, both accounts will need to have PlayStation Plus. Yeah, how do you accidentally type that? And be linked to a Microsoft account. Having these active PlayStation Plus subscriptions will also provide access to online co-op play. How do you make that mistake? You don't. You wanted to monetize and take a split with Sony. Now you're removing it because it was your idea. And Sony's using your game, which is why you have to sign into a Microsoft account. That was also your idea. These are all your enforcements. We knew what Sony was doing because all you had to do was look at the history of PlayStation and what PlayStation Plus requires. Who was the one charging online for free-to-play games? And who was the one letting you play free-to-play games without PlayStation Plus? Who's the one that was giving you free games and added free games for online? Who's the one that was giving you free online in the PS3 generation? Sony, Nintendo. And who's the one that, see, man, look at Nintendo still now, 1999. Who's the one that said they want to monetize you? And then that pops up. How do we not figure this out? Oh my God, man. Let's just use our detective skills here. Of course, AGN is 100 times brighter than these Xbots and cucks. So this is why you want to come listen to him. Don't listen to frauds who only want to defend a dead world and attack living worlds that are actually being successful and benefiting gaming. And are such hypocrites that want to attack exclusives, then flip-flop right back over to them. And just keep on taking the load in the face from Microsoft. And never, ever, ever, ever criticizing them. And only attacking people that go after the right thing. Like Microsoft needs to be smoked. when it comes to Xbox and Windows too. PC needed to be criticized. Steam needed to be criticized. PlayStation needed to be criticized when it needed to, and I did that. Nintendo, not as much. They're so much better at the game. It's like, yeah, they're just that good at the game. But yeah, of course, they have ways too. But the point here is that the worst is in the Xbox world. And when you see somebody only promoting Xbox, but attacking PlayStation content creators, attacking Nintendo content creators, attacking sometimes PC people, but not as much because Xbox has to go to PC, then man, does that give you some eye-opening perspectives, some eye-opening truths, some eye-opening obvious aspects. It's like, man, isn't it so obvious? When it's only Steam and Xbox, but it's always attack PlayStation and Nintendo. Something's off, isn't it? Just like, low IQ much? I think so. When somebody needs somebody like Dreamcast guy to make a video to react off of because they have no original content, does that make you think that something is off? When they can't make a thumbnail, something is off? When all they do is harass and leech off of somebody, something is off? It's like, do you have any original content? Yeah, I don't even see a thumbnail with any original content. On top of other people that come on Twitter and harass. I said, what do you do? Are you even on stage? Do you even get on the camera? Do you do any face-offs on live streams? You never show. You just hide off the camera and harass and wait for somebody to make a video and react to it. That didn't seem very smart to me. That seems pretty pathetic. So, see now, if it just stayed on Xbox, you wouldn't have this problem. It has nothing to do with it. You want to kill Halo 2 next? Because it's already died. You want to bring it back in the spotlight? Well, they already made that mistake by not having multiplayer. And by putting on the Halo t-shirt at the last Xbox event. And now doing this. You see what I mean? There's nothing on this side that you can't tell me that is not embarrassing. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, you got them good. Yeah, great. One thing isn't as bad as we thought on a list of disastrous choices. Yippee. Great. Now PlayStation fanboys have to redirect their continued crash outs to it being unacceptable to the small mistake that was made. You are a moron. Here it is, Xbox Empire. I'm not surprised here. Another dumbass. Hey, Jen doesn't cuss that much, man. Excuse my language, but man, you guys are retarded. I have to say it. You waited way too long to correct the record on this. It's too late. Nobody is going to see the small correction to yesterday's headline. GD, you guys are so stupid, it's unreal. I like this guy. Online local split screen co-op is one thing, but offline should only require one PlayStation account. Thank you. Same thing with Xbox account. Same thing with Steam. You shouldn't have to have that at the side. Why do people need an account to play their effing games at all? BS timeline. Fell for it again award. Oh, man. So, guys, I mean, we're kind of getting the idea here. Laughing out loud, I bet 10 V-Bucks they made some changes after the backlash. Not a misspeak. A lot of stuff here, man, when it comes to the Xbox world. Have we seen, since that showcase, one day without being 3 weeks in a row of negative news, just like last year when you had a whole straight month of negative news? It's like, no matter how much, the sheep just keep on, like, it's more than sheep too, like brainwashed, just zombies. Just keep on for Microsoft. And still turn to PlayStation and says, what are you doing? Look at the problem. It's right there in your world. You never have to leave your world. It could be criticized all day. That's why AGN has to make so much Xbox videos, because it's pathetic. I'm going to keep on waking you up and slapping the zombie out your brain, if that's even possible at this point. All that harassing and all that other stuff. Oh, yeah, AGN is here to put you back in line again. All those people. It's like, yeah, and people's like, oh, pay attention to this, react to this. Man, you're not getting put over here. No. AGN will say what he needs to say right here, but you don't. Look, when you reach a certain bracket in your life, when you're in a certain spiritual bracket, when you're at a certain plane, you don't pay attention to people. If you're in platinum, you don't pay attention to people in bronze. You see what I mean? Spiritually, emotionally, soulfully, intellectually, when you realize where you're at, and you see somebody talking mess, I want to ask you a question. If you're playing a competitive game, if you're in gold or you're in platinum or onyx, and somebody keeps on talking mess to you in bronze, why do you pay attention to them? Why do you take them serious? You shouldn't. They're in the bottom bracket. They don't got that much multi-dimensional depth to take serious. That's why AGN does not take certain people serious. You'll say something every once in a while, but he's like, after a while, why would I take you serious? Sorry, I don't. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, leave a tip down below as usual. Love you guys. Thanks for all the support. Keep on gaming and stay being a true gamer, and do not take it up to behind from Microsoft. Expose that company. They're pathetic. They never cared about gaming. They're just killing it. And they want to get their money back and monetize you. And get away with it if they can, but not this time. Later.